Hey everybody, it's Bust. We're continuing our playthrough of the Lab of Legends. Today we're going to be tackling this hard mode Lissandra. Let's jump on in and see what shows up. So, yeah, the problem I always have with Lissandra is I really just don't like building to frozen thralls. The only way I feel like you can really do this is if you find your way into Sharima and you get some of the Talia cards that can reduce the countdown, or if you're able to get multiple Draklorn Inquisitors in your deck because you can put items on them. Both of those feel like, kind of high roll strategies. And so I do try to like just ignore the frozen thralls and try to build kind of control decky kind of things with this, or the battle scars self damage to your units kind of things with the ice shards. But we'll see what comes together. And I am, kind of interested with if we're going to see endurance show up here, and we're already playing the champion that has ice shards in it. If we can't try and get some of this battle scars thing together, and so let's just go for it. I'm never one to just sit around and re-roll, so let's take the endurance and go for it. I could see this being a thing. It should be pretty good here against the spiders. If we, it's not good with our 1 health units, but everything else that can come in and block a spider should survive damage against these. So it gives us a nice little thing to chase after. Okay, so we'll hold on to the Frozen Thrall as much as I don't like it. It's at least a little bit better in these early rounds when we just don't have a lot of cards in our deck. It's a lot easier to draw the Draklorn Inquisitors, so I think it's safe enough to hang on to here. Now I'm just gonna bank up into the Catalyst of the Aeons. Right, seems pretty good to me. We'll just keep passing, let him do his thing, and we can easily ice shard this board down. Yeah, now we should be pretty far ahead. Can get both Lissandra and Tavern Keeper down next turn. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. We probably just need to play the Inquisitor if that's how this is gonna be. Just go ahead and get our big boy online. Okay. Yeah, this is all pretty manageable. Sure. You want to bring that thunder in, don't you? Okay. So we can take a handful of damage here and then Catalyst of the Aeons ourselves back to full. We're ready to be dropping some Usgars on the board. This one should be done. It'll take us a bit of time to overwhelm through his board, but we should realistically be able to close this one out without taking too much more damage. Maybe, one, but looking pretty strong here. We got to play the Lissandra because she's ready to flip. I can get behind that. Get your animations ready. Just needed that tough Nexus. Sure. Alrighty, the spiders have been dispatched. Look at this. Let's just look at how we can get in all this ton of damage. Self-damage everything a little bit so we can get in for more. That's how you do it. Get him to neg 1,000. Okay. So I would like to find the means to take advantage of this self-damage. It can be a bit of a struggle because we have to like re-roll into Noxus or into like a Braum, and so I don't want to spend like too many re-rolls on this, but I don't think any of these champions are going to be super effective with what we're going to try and pull off. Well, I guess to a degree though, I don't know how endurance reads as far as Boxtopus is concerned. Let me check this out real quick. When an ally survives damage, granted +1/+1, and so uh, deal 1 to me and an ally. Yeah, these should work with the Tom Kench. Okay, okay. All right. Get this Battle Scars thing going with the Bilgewater bros. That's how you get a synergy going. Look at that. The Tavern Keeper plays well with the Boxtopusses too. So, good stuff, good stuff. Instead of being a 3-1, these will come down as 4-2s. And do we want to take this? I don't think the 2 damage is a big deal. Especially when we're able to like Tavern Keeper into the Mist Wraith and have blockers in the future turns. I think this will be okay. The unfortunate thing is we would like to be doing some of this like Boxtopus Icevale Archer plays, but not quite gonna line up if we want to get the Frozen Thrall Inquisitor next turn. Just want to go wide. How annoying is this thing? Probably just take it down. Ephemeral one. Okay. I think we can probably Inquisitor. He's just going to be able to add 1 unit here, and we can certainly just take it down. So now we're going to have a board of Inquisitor, whatever these are, Frostguard. Then next turn we can like Lissandra Fortune Croaker. I think this is all fine. Your favorite Mist Wraith? Such sweet combos. I believe this is just done. Short. We can get this mega chunk of damage in with the Ice Shard again. Such combos. Okay, so what do we want to add in here? I'm never really like opposed to putting like the nab onto Lissandra, but it doesn't seem good. None of these items seem like super spectacular. So, excuse me, let's just go ahead and give this a reroll. None of these are particularly good either, but kind of okay with putting challengers onto Lissandra, especially given that we have the the endurance passive, so that we can kind of like pick and choose where she's going and let her kind of grow along the way. With this, I typically do like adding in these overwhelms to our deck. I think this is fine. The Reavers, they kind of have like the battle scars thing built in with the regenerate. So if we do some self damage to the Reaver, it should be able to regenerate the damage for the next turn. And it has overwhelm, which is a lot of times pretty important in these lab games. Hey, this is not a good starting hand. I don't want to hang on to the archer. I'd prefer to get a unit that can like come down and win a combat without dying. Octopus can kind of do that. It can at least survive against 1/1s. No one from Thresh.
Does death follow me, or peace?
It's probably just worth going ahead and getting this off the board so he doesn't get the mana advantage again. Our hand is pretty bad at this point. I love me these countdown landmarks that just aren't going to do anything for 8 turns. Just can't add it. It's too slow. He's like so intent on getting into combat every time that I think we'd much rather just like play the Cavern Keeper and try to get a trade. But getting a box is completely fine. Okay. Oh, here comes the aggression, my man. I'm just gonna let the combat happen and catalyst afterwards. Doesn't feel quite worth the ice shard. He does get the Chronicler of Ruin out of this, but should be getting big boys on the board now that can kind of handle what he's doing.
Break the strong, slaughter the weak.
But we thought we were going to do that. Usgar's ready to come to the party, though. Ooh, that's a lot of bros. So we can make use of this. I mean, we have the Ice Shard again, which will kill this. It's going to make Lissandra a 3/4. Then she has Tough, so she's not going to take any extra damages. And then we can still put the Reaver in front of a 3-attack unit. I guess we could... He'll die if we do it this way. Put him here. Still feels pretty reasonable, though. I think we're going to take this game over with Usgar. The Reaver is pretty big as well. He's 6'7". Ooh. We'll have to try you again next turn, Usgar. What is this? Look at the combos getting back your Scuttlegeist. Okay.
You will do as I command.
Can't use lethal here. We can double Ice Shard if that ever turns into anything, but let's see. Gonna be stuck doing this. I guess Lissandra is a safe attack since we can, well, she has Challenger for one thing, but we can Ice Shard and give her +1/+1. Probably no need to risk it. Man, you're killing our Ice Veil Archer. Alright, you got him. We could have, we can still lethal post-combat with the Ice Shards. Okay. It got in for an additional 2 damage if we did it mid-combat, though. Rip Thresh. Much animations. Okay, so don't worry about the Hunters too much, but the Scargrounds deck is doing a lot of the similar things that we are. So the Ice Shards definitely aren't as good against him. Ooh, Rally is pretty powerful, especially since we're playing like Boxtopuses on turn 2. Very happy to pick up Rally. Okay, then these cards are pretty bad. What has regeneration, though? We actually have 2 units so far, the Reaver and Usgar. And we could probably consider maybe putting like a regenerate item onto something. Don't get me wrong, I don't think this is a very good card, but it feels better than More Powder or Death Ray, and it doesn't feel like quite bad enough to where I'm willing to re-roll cards that don't have items attached to them. So we'll take the troll gift, see what we can do with it. It plays on theme with the endurance ability, and so can also, I guess it plays pretty reasonably well with the fortune croakers too, since they come down and take that 3 damage, and then we can just immediately heal it right back up. Not fortune croaker, I mean the what do you call it? The boxtopus. Also plays well with Tom Kench. So we have some combos. Let's be real. But given the way this is played out, I'm just gonna bank up and ramp on our turn 3. Our opponent will be doing the ramping as well. Seriously doing the ramping. All right, let's see about this this troll gifts Tom Kench here, and see if we can't do something cool with that. Such combos. So what are we looking at here? We have a pretty good ice shard in that it'll take down 2 of his units. We want an ice shard and acquired taste. Can't play anything else. That's fine. Try and get his ramp out of here. Does give Tom Kench another boost from the endurance. Pretty cool. He's turning into a monster down here. Got the man. We have so many combos in here too. I got this the Ice Veil Archer Tom Kench combo. I'm on board with that. Do we want to hit this one? He's just not going to attack with it, though. I think we're safe enough to just take down the 0 one like we planned.
Excuse my impertinence.
Okay. We'll just protect our health for the future rounds. If this was a game of Expedition, we'd just take that damage, but given that we can, you know, have to have our health total carry over into the next round, I think it's safe enough to just pass. He's looking at such strength. Ooh. Oh, buddy. Said I do want Tom Kench to just take this game over.
Oh, I don't require menu.
I will bury the world in ice.
We're just gonna kill whatever he plays. Come in here and munch on some Alpha Wild Claws. He's so big. He's gonna get the flip now as well. Oh man, this troll gifts Tom Kench has been awesome. have to try to put that together in Expedition sometime. Okay, this game should be done. We'll just add Frozen Thrall for whatever reason, but I definitely want to be playing Catalyst of the Aeons next turn so that we can get this point of health. Be critical. Could be that 1 point of health that really seals the game. Same thing with Tavern Keeper. Okay. Not very nice, bro. Alright, have to assume this one's done. Nice work, Tom. Show the world how strong you can be. Just need some items out there. That's all it takes. Okay, War Mother's Call. I think we're interested in this Crimson Aristocrat down here. It's got the deal of damage to an ally to grant it 2-0. So it's basically just got to come down and give an ally +3 attack, and then she has the last breath rally. All in all, pretty powerful looking stuff there. Then get free Tom Kench's, which is pretty strong. What's his flip? Bayou Brunch? Bayou Brunch is so bad. But I don't think we can pass on an ability that's strong. Go ahead and take one of those. Move it right along. Love these abilities that let us cheat. You want to get champions down for free? Absolutely. So, this is against the the Scargrounds deck, so the things like Ice Shard aren't going to be super strong. But I think the Catalyst and Lissandra are worth a keep. Like, we can't do both on turn 3, but it kind of depends on how the game shakes out as to which of these we'd like to do.
I've got this.
Right. We'll just go ahead and Catalyst, since next turn we have the rally card, so we can get our bros down and attacking next turn. And you do have to worry a little bit about them playing big boys, and so kind of nice to
Table for one, if you don't mind.
preemptive elixir. It's kind of nice to get some amount of frozen thralls going when an opponent can do that.
Oh, I'll be happy to accommodate, Pablo.
I guess we do need to remember Tom Kench doesn't just start with troll gifts, so we can get the block in and get some boosting going, but we're gonna have to give him the regenerate.
Where are you off to?
And he's already played an elixir. He could have another one, sure, but okay to risk it here, I think.
Oh, I don't require many. Allow me a small sample.
Nom it, nom it.
So many tiny.
I think I want to bank some mana. It feels like we realistically might need to be playing a Three Sisters next turn. And so this seems like a reasonable enough place to just stop. He's going to be able to keep eating his units with Tom Kench. And so just the longer this game goes on, we're just going to get stronger and stronger. It's like, do we really want to take down the Usgar, given that his ability will strengthen all of our units as well? The big decisions one must make in life. Alright, we'll do Fury of the North as opposed to Flash Freeze so that he gets the additional +1/+1. Might as well prevent the damage down here. We can Tom Kench the unit down on his turn. Or on our next turn.
I do enjoy prospecting.
Be real. Let's just do it like this. That unit has been dealt with. Then reasonably strong now. Don't think we'll get kills this turn, but we're gonna have Frozen Thralls flips next turn.
I dare not serve any other,
Okay.
my lady.
Mark ability. This looks like it should be lethal. We got exacties lined up here. Oh, +1 with his flip. So cool. Get in there, Tom Kench. Do your thing. Gotta watch a bunch of animations. Yep. Opponent's just wishing he could push that button in the top right. Got him. Cool. What can we do here? We can get the really cheap Trundle Quakes. We can technically take advantage of it, but I don't think it's going to be that great here. I think I want to re-roll these. I could also see an argument for taking On Guard, but it doesn't feel like a card our deck really needs, especially since Lissandra already has the bonus attached to her. But I could get behind having a 1-mana Caught in the Cold to get the vulnerable challenges. Gives us a way to interact that isn't Tom Kench. Okay. That'll work. And add in Ice Shards, or we can go full Lichbane onto Usgar. I think we want to take Ice Shards. They should be back to being good again. That Scar Grounds round is the only one where they're awkward, and then they're pretty strong against the first 2 Piltover rounds. They aren't like super strong against Victor because all of his units are so big, but they really help you make your way to get to Victor. Okay, it's like the Fortune Croakers is like not the unit we want. Need another unit to go along with him. This is passable. The Frozen Thralls can actually be pretty important against Sejuani, since she does get a lot of big units out of the giving things like +3/+3 with Averosian Outriders. So let's just stall a bit. I have to imagine this is another one of these games that if we just get Tom Kench going, we're not going to have too much trouble. We just need a bit of time here. Got a trick. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. These help us out. He says, "Let me help you, friend. I know something you'd love to have here." All right, we can't just let it sit down though. Oh, hang on. Good. Which way does this work? An ally captures another ally and then gains the captured ally's stats. Okay. Pick an ally capture. So now we should be free to eat something a little more until we find a troll gift. Wait on it. Probably not. I didn't save up enough mana to be able to Inquisitor and play the Tom Kench ability next turn. I really want to be playing the Inquisitor.
I'm sure there's something for my taste. Let fury spill from the sky. My lady calls to me and I obey. Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
Sejuani out here being not cool. Go about this. He's got a hook kill on her. Start taking this thing. Weird he didn't. It would have been pretty brutal if he actually brought in our Tom Kench.
Stand and fight. Tremble before the winter's claw.
All right, well, we're just gonna have to stall for some time now.
I'm sure there's something for my taste.
Get Usgar down next turn, but we can't do the Usgar Catalyst, which kind of sucks. Give +3 attack to the Reaver, which doesn't do a whole lot. We just want a Catalyst. Okay. I feel like any of these cards are going to do anything. Oh, Shatter. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's all you've eaten this game? Dang, Tom. I thought you were a little hungrier than that. Okay. I wanted to put some damage on this Sejuani, but he's going to load her up with Fury of the North, so I think we just want to take the damage. We got to prevent something. Visitor's too close to coming online. Okay. Hopefully we don't get punished for this. We're falling really low against a gigantic Sejuani. But it's like putting damage on her wouldn't really do anything since she had all those Fury of the Norths attached to her. Well, let's see, we might be able to take her down here. Ugh. Close to being able to do that. I guess it's kind of better this way anyways, right? Okay, we'll take this down. I can't remember what her actual attack is. It's only like 12 or so. And so as long as his play isn't like caught in the cold to get a hook on a Fortune Croaker, I think we're okay. We can just throw enough health in front of her. Let me know exactly how much health we need to throw in front of her if you don't mind. Would appreciate that. Like we're going to have to use an 8. Okay. Then we can, how much do we have here? 8, 16 plus 3. So that should get it done. Right? Neg 5. Okay. Right. Ooh, that one had me a little worried. Things were a little closer than I wanted. We have such a cool deck here. I was going to be real sad if this trial didn't go the whole way. All right. So what can we do with these? Is any of this interesting? Summon a unit, grant it Fury, maybe. When you damage the enemy Nexus, I don't like this one. It doesn't give enough bonuses throughout the course of the game. And our units start out too small for Tefarian Might, so let's reroll this passive and try to find something a little better. Raise my power to match my health, don't really want. I think we'll probably just stick to Sorcery. This is one of the real high-powered ones, and it plays spectacularly with the likes of Catalyst of the Aeons. So, okay. Then Lissandra, no more rerolls. What else can we do with you? I don't think she really needs Spell Shield. I think now that we've picked up the Sorcery, then what I was kind of worried about in that game was just like running out of stuff to do. So I think the draw card is pretty reasonable to attach to her. We don't really care if she dies. You don't get a whole lot of advantages out of just having Lissandra sit on the board. So if we didn't do this thing to where we just try to build around the champion you're intended to build around, then yeah, we'd be happy to be putting like spell shields on Tom Kench, but this is fine. It's not really the kind of opener I like against this deck, but if our plan here is to play Catalyst to Aeons on turn 2, then we can just start to get rolling on turn 3 with our kindly Tavern Keepers and hopefully recover out the damage that he's managed to do to us. Feels like a big chunk of damage. It's like this is one of these matchups where I feel like we rarely lose to the Foundry, but it's very easy for them to just get you to like 10. We got the combo this game though. It's Tom Kench. Need to add a little bit more to the board here. I want to be spending as much mana as we can. So let's get Boxtopus down. We're gonna kill this Sumpsipe Scavenger. Good. Oh, you're good. Get Tom in here. He's out of mana at this point. And I don't want to trade away our Fortune Croaker. I want to be able to come in here and shut down all of his attacks. Okay. Got the combo. Sure. How do we feel about this one? We don't need to Ice Shard away these Caustic Casks, so we just need to get another unit on the board. So, let's just gain a bit of health. If we play Boxtopus, he can't really block anything, so then try to wear a unit down now. Uh-oh, he's doing stuff. Mystic Shots, okay. Are you gonna stop participating? Is that what's happening here? Okay, we should have hooked that. That was silly. He would have blocked with something else if we'd hooked. Get an overwhelm down. I'm not sure if we're being aggressive enough to be able to kill him before he decks himself. This Tom Kench kind of plays a little bit slow to that end. Okay. He's Mystic Shotting our units now instead of our face. Okay. Thank you for giving my unit +1/+1. Feels kind of reasonable. It's just he's gonna block our 3/3s, and then we're just not gonna have anything to really replace him. That's why I don't like this a whole lot. But since we have the rally passive, I'm thinking that like after this point we might be able to just get further ahead on board and actually chunk in some damage. Okay. I forgot my Ice Shards had health potions attached to them. It's pretty cool. We got this Challenger Lissandra. We have the Acquired Taste in our hand. We should be doing some pretty strong stuff here. Oh, missed a damage like this. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot, but a little sloppy. Animations. Come on, I just want to put my units in the red zone. Watch all these things happen. Okay. Not lethal. This open should do it. So we have the Tavern Keeper in our hand. Let's just go ahead and heal up the rest of the way. Thank you for the bonus damage. Thought he was gonna send a Mystic Shot face. It's like, no. No, we put in the work to be at full health. Okay, onto the turrets. So, what are we getting out of these? Overwhelm Lissandra sounds nice, but it's not something I really want to chase after. Let's take down the Fortune Croaker here. Just another early game play. And I guess if he has Nab, I feel a little bit better about just playing it on turn 2. I don't think I should have been sitting around like worried about getting the value out of Fortune Croakers, but it's so hard to pass up on value. It's tough. If we want to hang on to Tom Kent, we probably just have to hang on to him, right? He's too good to pass up. It gets tough to use him against the turret rounds. They get big quick, and you run out of things to hit with him. Got a Tavern Keeper. It's a way to kind of help him out a little bit. He says, "Ring the fucking bell." I can't imagine they voice lined him to say the F word, but it certainly sounds like that's what what his thing is. To just remove something? I don't think so. It seems a little greedy. Okay.
Table for one, if you'd oblige.
Aye, is dinner on you then? No more of your crap, lassie, please.
Is that so? You've been drinking this?
And I think I want to go ahead and just use the Three Sisters this turn, just to spend the mana. Let's do that. Got the Fury. Also gonna help to let us get more attacks in with Boxtopus. So you come in. Might as well hook here. Your attack is fine. Then we should let Tom Kent sit around since he doesn't have he doesn't have the troll gifts to protect himself.
Appetizers of plenty.
Yeah, this isn't the All-Star Ice Shards turn I want it to be. That looks like that'll be next turn. So let's get the Reaver going.
Slaughter the weak.
Not quite scary yet. We have to go ahead and remove him though. He's gonna get scary quick. So there's that. Got this 1 mana removal. Go ahead and probably not a reason here. If we're just gonna Ice Shard next turn.
Ring the flippin' bell.
See, I'm not.
You off to. Aye, right. Start the round.
Hang on.
Aye, right.
Is he not gonna say it now?
Flippin' bell.
There it was. Saying the F word, I swear.
Wee scruff.
Alright, is this how we want to do this? Don't want to lose our Boxtopus. Probably safe to just go ahead and lose Fortune Croaker at this point. He's gonna start having like quick attacks and big dudes and things, so I think that's fine. Oh, I forgot he had Nab as well, so yeah, that definitely feels good. Okay. See, now we're lined up for a better Ice Shard. Now we're lined up for an even better Ice Shard. So We just need to block the one down here on the end. Probably put units in front of this stuff just in case.
Come face me. Oh, you're a wee numpty.
I think this is fine. I don't. The only thing that could get him out of this is being pilt over is something like Suit Up, and I don't think Suit Up lives in this deck. Alright, now we can crack back. I don't think we're going to need the Tavern Keeper. He is going to get a unit next turn that just comes out, and we don't have any way to put... You know, he's going to have a blocker is what I'm trying to get at, but we can just hook his unit with Lissandra and get in for a ton of damage. This will get us lined up for Victor.
I'm sure there's something for my
Play like Progress Day. Yeah. Okay. This is going to get us into the Victor round. Nice. Oh boy, and another troll chips? This is exactly what we need for Tom. I can't pass this up. This is way too good. The Lichbane Icevale Archer is slightly tempting, but the troll gifts are what is really allowing this deck to pop off. So cool. Let's get in there. See who's victorious. Right, these aren't our combos. Kinda okay with hanging on to Icevale Archer just to shut down his turn 2 attack. Not exactly who we're looking for. Sure. Alright, we drew the combo. Let's get the Fortune Croaker down. I would like to get the nab off of this. And see what happens here. Tempted. The Ice Shard's just so weak in this match. Let's just kill his unit and ours survives. It's just like, do you want to play this as like a way to deal an extra 5 damage? No, then just do the best you can with it then. Okay. Well, Victor, you're about to run into Tom Kench. Do we just play the aristocrat here? Is that too greedy? Can kill his Victor.
You live, probably.
Way too far away now. We can only get up to 6 and he's going to be up to 7. That's okay though. Let's at least just prevent this damage. Usually, once you kill off their first Victor, you just win the game. So, I suspect this will probably be enough to just win the game. He doesn't have regenerate, right? No. We should have hooked it the other way so we got additional damage in. Getting a little sloppy here, but I feel like we just win every time with this Troll Gifts Tom Kench.
I will bury the world in ice.
Tapped out, so this is pretty safe. We can swallow the Mimic. We can hook Victor with Lissandra. And I think this game will be pretty well done for. Looking good, looking good. Just get him. Munch on that unit every turn. Is the open lethal next turn? 11, 13? Yeah, I think we'll just go for the open. Nothing comes to mind that he could stop this with. Something. Oh, ready. Good game, Victor. Good game. And so yeah, cool little trial. Cool one. I really dug that. I like it when you pull the trial up, you see a passive power that you can make use of, and you're like, all right, cool. Let's do that. We don't have to just roll around for Yip's genius all day. You just gotta find some cool combos every once in a while. And we've always known that Lissandra had the potential to do the Battle Scars theme. This is kind of like an expedition play where you're really just playing Lissandras for the likes of Ice Shard, and then you're using Ice Shard with like Braum and then the other trolls. So you're doing like kind of like the self damage plus regenerate. And so as soon as that endurance popped up, I was kind of like, oh, we could be doing this. This is kind of nice. And so yeah, I thought this was a fun one. I thought this worked out pretty well. I really like these trials where you aren't just digging for Von Yip's genius or some of the super high powered passives. And so that was pretty cool. And so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that one. I hope you had the endurance to make it through to the end. You learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.